on my way back to workforce development, and I got a message for y'all. It's time for me to speak up. So I'm going to tell you, like I done heard people say, people need to be out and about in the hoods more often and knocking doors and letting people know about the resources, so on and so forth. Well, let me tell you something. I done been there. 2016, 2017, I was one of the only people that was knocking on doors in the communities, coming from the community college. I was working at the college. I was learning about WIOA resources and all these other short-term job trainings. And I was in PVA, D-Review, Lee Walker Heights before they had tore it down. Klondike. I'm talking about I was knocking doors, Hillcrest. I was out there on foot. You dig what I'm saying? Like letting people know about what was available at the college. But I'm going to tell you something, man. There are some people right now, if we talk about prevention and we talk about these youth, I'm going to tell you, from my experience of doing this work, not something I read about or seen somebody post about, but from doing the work, I'm going to tell you what we need. It's some of these youth, we need to get the hell out of Asheville. I'm going to tell you that right now. We need to get them the hell out of Asheville, and we need to get them somewhere where they can be staying at, like a housing. It has to be like a inpatient program. Not really, I don't really want to say inpatient, but like a residential program. And my boy Kerwin, he cooking up something, man. Kerwin cooking up something. Don't get it twisted. He cooking up something, man. And once he get that up and running, it's gonna be on. And I'm telling y'all, that's the type of solutions we need. A lot of these youth coming from certain neighborhoods, and I ain't even just talking about Asheville, but youth be needing to get relocated from where they from, and they need to go somewhere where they can get paid hourly while they do these job trainings. I ain't talking about no stipends. I'm talking about hourly, where they can get some real money. Like, give them at least like $17 to $20 an hour while they stand in these programs. And while they in these programs, assign some mentors to do case management, and you can teach them how to do case management on the clock. You don't got to go recruiting somebody that's got a 4-year degree. There ain't nothing wrong with degrees, but let me tell you something. I've been doing this work and leading this work, and now leading this work even on a national level. You dig what I'm saying? And I do not have a 4-year degree, but I'm not trying to take nothing away from education. We talking about the house that's on fire right now. These youth that's shooting each other and going crazy. So listen, we got to get them relocated from their cities that they from into a housing program. You dig? And while they there, they go get some type of credential, in a community college or somewhere to get a trade. They got the mentorship on point, and they there in a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? We would kind of like, this would be like an alternative to going to like a 4-year college anyway. Cause people typically hang out and got bros and fraternities and sororities and stuff like that anyway, whenever they go to college. So now this is going to be an opportunity for us to be developing some type of groups of these youngins that we keeping from killing each other. You dig? And I know that for a fact, workforce development is a violence prevention strategy, man. But what I've also seen with the resources that have been raised over the past several years is that people can go get a credential. But if they go back to those same territories, to those same neighborhoods, a lot of times the influence that the neighborhood has on them will have them going back to their old ways, especially if they don't have consistent brotherhood. And in a place like Asheville, let me get back to Asheville, the percentage of black people that we got in this area ain't big. And then it's a whole bunch of haves and have-nots. So you got people that's struggling, and then you got the uppities that's so disconnected from what's really going on, man. So a lot of times these young blacks, if they don't get attached to some type, I'm talking about an intergenerational setup of mentorship, a lot of times it ain't gonna work. So this is my 2 cents, and I'm on my way back to workforce development, baby. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. And it's got to be coming from the grassroots, baby, because I done did it in the systems. You dig? We got to stop creating things for community without community. Yeah. I stand on that. And I'm not just saying it as a person who just read something or came up with some idea. I'm telling you the work that's been going on for the past several years. And I'm still here for it. I'm here for it, man. So if you watching this video and you in Asheville and you want to come alongside me to do this work, like I'm up for some consulting and contracting at this point in time. I'm grateful for the spirit that is on me and the anointing for me to have developed a reentry organization that is funded and that is running and that is best practice and that is acknowledged by the state. You dig? I am happy. OG is up and running, and OG can't do everything. And if I'm going to keep getting pulled in on stuff, I'm finna start putting stuff out into the atmosphere. Because many of y'all be hitting me up about everything, and I ain't mad at you. I get it. It ain't that many black people in Asheville, and then it ain't that many people that's in the rooms. And some of the people get in the rooms and get comfortable and forget where they come from. But that's a whole nother story. But I'm here for it, man. Evangelist Philip Cooper. People say, so Coop, what do you do? And at this point in time, all I'm saying is I'm a change agent. And I'm going to say I'm a change agent, and follow me on social media and follow me in real life and see how you can support the work. That's what I'm going to start telling people. Somebody just asked me that the other day. They was like, hey, I've heard so much about me. So tell me, what do you do? And sometimes I just kind of pause, because it's like, Lord, I don't want to sound cocky or arrogant. I'm going to just start telling people I'm a change agent. And a change agent is defined as a person who sacrifices to fight for the underdog. And as it relates to this time, as of August 2026, the underdog is these youth. I am switching it up. It's time to focus more on prevention. Yes, that time. CHW VPP. You know, the big bro Abdullah put me in the game, man. And we got to start looking at root causes. And one of the root causes that I know of for a fact, because I got lived experience with it, is workforce development, economic stability, which is indeed a social determinant of health. And so we need to get these youth relocated out of their neighborhoods to go into some type of residential program so that they can get a short-term job training and get a credential and start working, get some mentorship by somebody with some lived experience that ain't intimidated by them, and then have them go to work, learn how to budget, learn how to work on their credit, and build a brotherhood right there. Right there. In a whole new area. And if they want to come back home after a year or two, so be it. But let's keep them out of prison. I'm getting sick of looking at the freaking police to citizens and seeing people that I know who got so much potential, but they ain't have enough resources in the area that they from. You see? That's what I'm saying. I'm over it. And I'm not going to be quiet. So I'm using my voice. God gave me a voice. I got my voice back. Like they say at RHA. Got my voice back, baby. Let's get it.